everyone, how are we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Older and Wiser with Nikki and BG. Nikki, how are you today?
I'm very well.
Are you excited to be on the program today? Okay, so in the spirit of the menopause month, we are going to have like the concluding conversation on symptoms of perimenopause. So today we are going to start with the lower body. Oh, yeah. Nikki, what is about the lower body?
Well, the lower body, do we call it the power engine, or what do we call
of the woman?
Of the woman.
Okay.
Because that is where we have the womb, the vagina, even the legs.
Yes.
So let's start with
okay, I think vaginal dryness is a major issue for women, especially married women. All of a sudden you begin to have painful, intercourse, which always creates problems between the husband and the wife. So there is that. I think it's still the estrogen issue, where the estrogen is very low. I don't want to use the word frigid. I don't want to. It's as if everything about you is dry. We will also have dry skin. So I think the dryness just also gravitates towards that powerhouse, as you call it. So there's the vaginal dryness, which is always a major issue for the women, which affects their sexual relationships. It also plummets to low libido.
But before I dive into the low libido, the dryness, I experience the dryness sometimes in my early 30s.
Wow, that early?
Yes. The first time I experienced it was my early 30s. And I had to start crying. Because for me, I was saying, what is this? What did I do? You get what I'm saying? So I didn't actually know what was going on, but it was from that, experience, that was what now started prompting me to now start paying attention to the changes I was experiencing. So we now go to the low libido, which, it's just hand in hand with the dryness, with the menopause issue. You start having low libido, you are not interested in sex, you are not interested in sex, and you give all excuses. And funny enough, it happens to both men and women too.
Yeah.
Especially men in their 45, 50. I
think what for men, it's what they call the midlife crisis. I think I mentioned it in the other video, which is because they are going through so many things. It's like, okay, I'm in my 40s now, have I really achieved this and that? And sex is like the last thing, on their minds,
Even for the women.
Even for the women also, that thing of, okay, is it a sex that is my issue now? I haven't really, achieved so much. So it also, I think it can be also psychological. But how do you think, we can, what solutions, do you think we can present to our viewers?
Yes, family. We all have just to suggest, because with low libido, you just have to unpack, whatever that you're going through, for that experience to come in. Because if you have those challenges packed, on your mind, sex will be the last
thing on your mind. But if you
unpack, when you get home and you unpack, you have a discussion with your partner, you both of you experience, and share, your challenges of the day, your challenges, that you have at hand, and both of you resolve together. The next thing will be, the next thing you are seeing.
And then I think we should also say that there should be more foreplay.
Yes.
And foreplay doesn't really need to start in the bedroom. Foreplay can actually start, from the morning. Your husband helping you out with something, calling you on the phone. How's your day going? You prepare from the beginning of the day.
Yeah. A lot of conversation.
Yes, around it, and all that. You talk. How was your day? Blah blah blah. And then it now graduates into, the bedroom. So there's really nothing much we can do about it. I think it's a psychological thing. And we just need a change of mindset, and it will keep getting better.
So where do we move to now?
I think it's the joint pains.
Oh yeah.
There are lots of joint pain, which can be mistaken for arthritis. It's actually not arthritis. It's just our bones, kind of weakening. And under joint pain, there's also this condition called osteoporosis, where your bones are thinning out.
Yeah,
and I think the major solution to that is strength training. Have you been doing some strength training, Nika?
I'm trying.
What type do you lift weights?
Yeah, I have about like 10 kg weight around the house. But the not so good news about weightlifting is by the time your body gets used to a particular weight, you need to move to the next.
Yeah, that's how it is. You keep moving to the next level. And the reason why we need this strength training is so that we can build muscles. We need muscles to help us protect, those bones. So when it comes to joint pains, when it comes to anything that has to do with our bones, the solution is exercises, and then you need to walk.
Yes.
You need to walk. For me, I have targets every day. I need to walk minimum of 7,000 steps a day, and I make sure that I achieve it. It strengthens the bones, it strengthens the body, generally.
For me, I try to run for walk because of sunburn. But I still have to do it because I know some of our community.
I'd rather have sunburn than have my knees aching.
But I try to do it too. But you can do the treadmill too.
Yes, definitely. It's as good as it.
But at this stage, I will advise more of walk. More of walking.
I do a lot of walk. I walk every day. I walk. If I'm not able to achieve my 7,000 steps at once, I break it. I walk in the morning. I walk in the evening. Just try to avoid the sun as much as possible.
Yeah, for some, I will have to pirate exercise too. Let me add to that. Then this tambourine jumping too. It helps with the building of the bones and the muscles too, because at this age, you need to be very careful again.
Yes, to avoid falls.
Yes. Weightlifting and
to avoid injury. You're very right.
Injury is very, very.
Take it one step at a time and make sure you don't go beyond your capacity. Yes.
Okay, Bola. So where do we go from here?
Yes, the major symptom that almost every woman has gone through and have complained about is
hot flashes.
Hot flashes.
Community people, hot flashes. I didn't know it was hot flashes. My own case, let me share my own child. I didn't know it was hot flashes. The little things, even in the AC, I'm sweating. And somebody just looked at me from the traffic one and said, "Madam, are you okay?" I say, what's wrong? I said, "I'm very okay, but you are sweating under the AC." So the hot flashes come and go, and it doesn't last more than 5 seconds. 5 seconds,
and then
just find out that you're sweating, and the next thing you cool down, and it goes by itself.
And then it can come again after a few minutes or hours.
No, a few hours.
Okay.
After a few hours.
Then the night sweats also. Some people sweat throughout the night, and they wake up with their pillows drenched in sweat.
I pray I don't experience the two, because I can't be with hot flashes
and then deal with night sweats. Funny enough, as God will have it, I have not experienced any hot flashes and I've not experienced any night sweats, and I'm praying not to experience it, because a lot of my friends, when they talk about it, it doesn't seem like a pleasant experience at all. At all.
There's no amount of there's no amount of your decorum that you have once you have those hot flashes or those sweats. You get drenched in sweats. No, no, don't let me say that.
You don't want to share your experiences?
Not really experience, because I remember when I started this journey earlier, a very radio presenter then, she was always talking about her experience on the radio, on her show.
Okay.
She had this show that she co-hosts with Emil then.
Okay.
So she's always talking about, her experience. Now she's almost in her 60s now. And that alone, was actually what really helped me with the flashes, because she talks about it, that she has all kind of fans in the studio, and the male presenter will now be laughing at that she has one in the drawer. So that alone now give me an assurance that, oh, okay, I'm normal.
I think do you realize that a lot of times now you see women with this hand fans?
Yes.
I'm sure it's menopause that has made those hand fans very, very common.
It's not trend.
You see almost every woman at parties, in the marketplace, they always have that hand fan
even in church.
with them, even in church.
Yes.
And it's not as if these places don't have ACs or fans, but they will always have that fan, with them. It's an interesting experience, menopause. I'm not sure we can actually go through all the symptoms. We can't go through all the symptoms. But for our viewers, if there's any symptom you think we have not spoken about and you have experienced, you can drop them in the comment section, and then we can respond. We can respond to it. So any other thing, Nikki?
No, not really. But I will just tell our community people that drop your question, just like BG Bola have said, so we can all together discuss about the questions, and we'll learn from each other.
And don't forget to subscribe if you have not. Ensure you like and share.
And follow us, please, too.
We also have other social media platforms where you can follow us. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, and we're on Facebook.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.